All right, guys, we're back. It's the Your Last Resort podcast. We already did like 6-7 minutes, and the liberals tried to fucking silence us because we started talking about gay frogs.
We started talking about Buzz Lightyear being gay.
We started talking about Buzz Lightyear being gay. And
goddamn Biden just stepped in.
dude, he hit in here with his space lasers and turned our...
That was...
We have the same camera, and we both pressed play on them, and they were recording, and they both stopped for some reason, which I don't understand what caused that, which is so crazy to me.
I did agree with Alex Jones on something immediately.
Yeah. The 5G towers fucked us.
Actually shut down.
That was
awesome. Hilarious.
That was really fucking cool that just happened right now.
Yeah.
Well, the liberal left trying to silence us once again. I guess the really important thing that they missed out on was for anyone who actually listens, which I don't think is anyone. We apologize if the last 2 episodes had sucked. We were in the process of quitting the podcast, but now we're never fucking quitting. Oh my! Okay, cool. Our hands go in each other's shots. That's funny. It does it in yours too. Yeah. We're ghetto fab here, baby. But we're back now. This time it's recording. Everything's rolling, so we're good. How's your day at work, dude?
It was fine.
Did you park any fucking cool cars?
Dude, there's a new like BMW, electric BMW. It's called like an i7.
Okay.
It was pimp. It was sweet as fuck. I don't like Teslas that much.
You know, I think they look sick as fuck.
They look cool, but as soon as you like get in one and you have to deal with all the bullshit, then you realize like, this is like annoying.
I saw
they're making it harder on like they make it harder to use so that it's like in the guise of like being super cool. Which I guess it is if it works right, but then like most of them people don't know how to work their fucking car.
Yeah, I mean, if
you're like a super tech guy, I get it.
It makes sense, but you put like my fucking grandpa in a Tesla,
fucked,
and he loses his mind. His brain turns to soup, and it's
like I don't even know how to like do, like how like if you get into like a normal parked car, you can turn on the air conditioning immediately.
Yeah,
you know how to do that.
Yeah.
Those you have to go through like 7 different fucking things.
You gotta go through like a control menu. You gotta give them like a thumbprint, your birthday, your first.
You have to do it all through the screen, which seems like a good idea, but then you actually do it, and you're like,
I saw Tesla got rid of blinkers, so you don't have a blinker knob with your left hand anymore. It's on the steering wheel. It's one of the touchpads options, which is so annoying. There's no other car like that. It's not more convenient. The blinker rocks. The blinker is an invention that I dare say doesn't need any improvement.
It doesn't at all.
It
makes total sense.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't even have to think about it when you're driving.
Mm-mm.
It makes no, I don't know. I think like, because I like cars. I was like, my dad had like an old Mustang as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So like I like cars the way they are.
Yeah.
And they're but the BMW one was fucking tits.
It's all electric too?
It was all electric, but it had all the regular car shit. And I was like, there you go. That was all you got to do.
Why do as a car person, why do car people not like electric cars? What's the grief with it?
I mean, it's the same, it's like, I don't know. It's the same reason that like white people that didn't know black people hate them,
This is like car segregation?
It's ignorance. Yeah, it's fully ignorance.
Okay.
They've never been in one really. Yeah. But they're like, they're trying to take my cars away.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know why. Yeah. Some of them are cool. Some of them suck. It's the same as normal cars, but it is totally just like they're just
being on some hater shit.
Oh, it's just car racism. That's all.
Yeah, like if you send them to a cookout with a Tesla, they'd be like, "Oh, I get this now."
I'm sure if you got someone in it and you showed them why it's cool, they'd be like, "Oh, you're right. This is cool."
Okay, I guess we can. Yeah, we can count these as real cars.
Yeah, but I mean, they are like not as like a car enthusiast guy. Like it does feel weird.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like a car. It feels like a toy.
Aren't the engines getting better though now? Where basically it feels like you're driving a real car anyway.
I mean, like they put like synthetic gears in there.
Okay.
Because like electric cars don't have gears. It's just like a one.
There's no like uptick when you hit the like RPM.
Right. You don't feel any of like the mechanic because there's none.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like one of the main things. There's no manuals, obviously.
It's kind of cool.
Cars.
You're just Mario Karting around, dude. Just fucking, hitting a mushroom, speeding around the corner.
Right. And like if that's something that you would like, then you'd like an electric car.
Yeah. I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess they're just haters. It is a good way to look at it, like segregation. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's like you just don't know anything really about them to like to know why they're good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there's just like some Alabama bar where they get drunk and they're like, you know what a Tesla is? 3/5 of a car, brother, and that just destroys the bar.
Yeah, and a black dude joins in and he's like, hell yeah, really like it has nothing to do with race now. Now it's like, oh no, he's cool. But I hate trans people and electric cars. And white and black men can both like love it.
Trans out, transmission in. That's their motto.
Fuck.
I could lead a cult with
that. That's hard as fuck.
There's gotta be a Etsy. Yeah. If we got on Etsy and made keep trans out but transmission in, we could buy a house with that shit.
You can take your trans kid. I'll have my manual transmission. There's gonna be minimum like 100,000 dads out there that are gonna buy that.
Bro, we're fucking up. This is actually a really good idea. If we had any ounce of capital or ambition in our lives, we could make some money with this. I really believe it.
Yeah, I thought about making T-shirts with just like Jesus T-shirts because those are like if you make anything that's like kind of funny with Jesus, people will buy it.
Yeah, our homie Evan Lopez made like a few Baby Yoda shirts on Redbubble and bought a house with it.
What?
Yes.
That's how he made money?
Evan Lopez has that beautiful house and all the nice equipment because he made some graphic designs of like Baby Yoda when Baby Yoda was popping, when the block was hot for Baby Yoda, and he just had one of the top 2 selling items on Etsy. And or Redbubble or whatever, and just raked in the cash hand over foot.
Redbubble is
it's the same thing as Etsy. So you just like you outsource, you find like a printing company that does like or you know how like all the comics have that like they just slap an image and then suddenly they have like merch. And it's just because you buy it through and there's less profit margins, but you just do something like that, set it up so it's just an auto shop. You don't have to do anything really except a card to like put forth like this $7 per shirt capital, and it just regenerates.
That's pretty tight.
It's kind of sick. I watched a lot of TikToks on it. I'm never gonna do it.
Yeah,
but a shit ton of like, wow, that's kind of a good idea.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you could buy a house, that's pretty sweet.
No, I mean, that's so fucking cool to have Baby Yoda just finance you a new crib.
Shout out Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was doing shit like that.
It would be so funny to have like to just make those shirts and just become rich and famous. And they're like, how'd you get your money? And we're like, we were against trans rights.
Yeah.
That's how
we're transphobes, so. How'd you make your first million? Oh, I hate trans people.
All transphobe money. I come from the most transphobic money around.
What does that even mean? Like those videos of guys driving like those Lamborghinis and the guys, the fucking staged videos. He's like, dude, what do you do for a living? And he's like, oh, you want to see my apartment too? Like those videos. Yeah. And we just are like, yeah, so like you want to come to our apartment? It's just like fucking trans people hanging. Like, oh, okay. That's how you made your million? You just are bigoted? And you make T-shirts off of bigoted images?
We're like, nah, but it's like it's cool if you think about it.
Yeah, man, it's fucking open source. Say a couple buzzwords and get out of there.
It would be actually a pretty bad movement to be behind. Not only would it be transphobic, we'd be also like bad for Mother Nature and the environment because like the whole push of electric cars is to like save the earth.
Yeah, and we're just that's true.
This is gonna make so much money.
But yeah, I mean, if you're against anything that the liberal media wants, fuck, dude, you're making money.
What would be if you were rich? What would be your rich guy car purchase? Since we're on the topic of cars,
I have like so many.
I'm getting the
every day.
The Polaris Slingshot or whatever. I'm getting one of those.
Dude, I drove one of those.
No,
they are fucking sick. I get why all those black dudes in Miami do it. It's so sick. I always thought they were stupid. I was like, that's like not even. Yeah. What's the point? Yeah. And I drove like a half a mile in one, and I was like, all right, I need to buy one.
Tell me about it. Explain it to me.
So it's like it just makes you feel it's a car, but it's like a very fast go-kart. Or people are like, oh, a Miata's like a go-kart. This is a actual go-kart that goes like 100 miles an hour. Yeah. And it just feels awesome because there's like a tiny windshield. Yeah. It feels like you're in like an X-wing.
Oh, so you just get hit with G-force as you're cruising?
Dude.
That's great.
And it's like you don't even have to go that fast, and you feel like you're going 1 billion miles an hour.
Did you get it to light up and play really loud music?
I know. This lady didn't have one like that. I know. Shit. I was like, come on. I didn't even know they didn't make them like this.
Yeah, I saw.
I thought they all had bumping music.
I saw a dude just sitting in like bumper-to-bumper traffic in one of those, no music playing, no lights blaring, and that made me kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, like, because there's people that normally when you see that, like, they're renting them.
Yeah.
Like when people are driving around town.
Yeah. It's like it's our tuk-tuks. That's what it is.
Yeah,
the slingshots are just America's tuk-tuks.
Yeah, basically. It's like it's a cheap, easy. They're actually not that cheap.
No.
They're like $200 a day.
I looked them up. Yeah, they're not. Can you, or we have the iPad. I'll just do it because it's on my phone. We have the.
Dude, the iPad makes it so much harder.
The iPad, you can't one-hand it. You have to set.
You can't.
Like we need, if we're going to iPad it, we have to go back to the mic stands, which I'm not opposed to, but I do kind of like holding the mic.
Yeah,
It's the Polaris slingshot, right? I'm curious on what their gas mileage is.
Oh, I didn't look up the gas mileage, but it's basically like a motorcycle engine, so it's probably pretty good.
That's what I imagine the appeal is they're not that cheap. They're not, you don't get the swervingness of motorcycle through traffic. You get way more protection. I'm going to be honest.
Not as scary, but it's like almost just as fun.
Yeah, my question is like, okay, if I get rear-ended by like a Dodge Ram in my Mazda 6 or you have a Lexus, we're going to be all right probably, right? What happens if you get rear-ended in a Polaris slingshot by a Dodge Ram?
That's when you get fucking Thomas J. Henry.
That's $2 million lawsuit.
$2 million lawsuit. Yeah.
Bro, this thing only gets 25 to 30 mpg. That's what my Mazda gets. That's not that good. So it's a 9.8 gallon fuel tank that offers 250 miles.
Yeah.
It's really not
really a road trip car,
but
the
appeal to it.
Well, dude, it's the drive. It's the driving part of it is the fun part. Mm-hmm. It's so fun, dude. I can't explain to you why it's fun unless you just get in it and you're like, oh my god, I didn't know that this kind of fun existed. I've actually been shopping for a drifting car for like the past 3 weeks. And I'm just
what is a drifting car?
Just like a car that's like a rear wheel drive, something that can actually like slip out.
I've
been looking at GR86s.
Okay, yeah.
It's like
I know those from the racing games.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
It's like a Subaru BRZ.
Like boxy a little, right? Like mid-size.
It's
like a four-door.
No.
I don't know what we're talking about. Then. I thought I knew what we were talking about.
Yeah, it's like a small sports car. It's kind of like a Miata.
Ah.
Yeah.
Like a Fiat? Like that small?
Different shape though. Do you know what a Mazda Miata is?
No.
Okay.
I'm just pretending. I don't really know cars.
I'll show you. Miata is like basically the quintessential small sports car. It's like cheap, but it's very small. So this is what a Miata looks like. That's a Miata.
Okay.
You've probably seen them on
like
the street.
A James Bond car. It looks like a Jaguar.
Okay, a little bit like a.
Oh, it's got the fun little headlights that pop up.
That's an older version. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that's like, so they're just small, lightweight, rear-wheel drive cars. They're not very powerful, but they can drift.
Yeah.
So that's why people love. I'm not only.
Well, where are you drifting? Like just on the highway and shit?
You can kind of just drift wherever, man. Dude, I got in this guy's Miata the other day, and just in my small parking lot, I let one loose. It was the most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
What do? You hit
and that's what sparked. You can just you just have to basically like flood the gas pedal, like kind of
a little turn.
Yeah, you just like are driving, then you skirt. And then that tears the wheels. The wheels spin a little faster, and then you lose traction. And then that's when you start sliding. God damn!
You've been playing too much Mario Kart. That's what it is,
dude. I mean,
you want to drift.
Well, it's like I've tried to drift like my front wheel drive cars. You have to like hit the e-brake, and then you gotta like put it down and
you go family forever.
But I had never like actually tried drifting in a rear wheel drive car, and weirdly I did it when I probably shouldn't have at work.
Yeah.
I was driving.
Good way to lose your job.
I was driving someone else's car, and I was like around a bunch of cars. And I was like, let me just send this bitch. It was a little wet, so I knew I could like just slip it out. You gotta have a little fun, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not making too much money. Might as well have a little fun.
Dude, my homie works for Tesla, and he said they hired a new guy, and the guy on this first day fucking tanked like 3 Cybertrucks.
How's that even happen?
He was in like a bigger truck, like a fucking like loading truck, and just sideswiped like 3 cars, but like hit him so hard that he knocked their alignments all off. They fired him that day. He didn't make it through one day.
He ruined like $400,000 on his first day.
Pretty much.
Fuck, I've seen people crash on valet cars, and dude, that's so funny. It's so funny. There's this time, there's like the valet lot is, or like the valet line is like a 2-lane, but it's pretty small.
Yeah.
And this guy had like a big ass truck, and one of my coworkers was trying to get past in like another kind of big car.
Yeah.
And he just sent it and fucking got caught on his wheels. So the car went like boop, boop. So it was like on its side, and he just had to like keep driving through.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And the guy was actually, I mean, to his credit, this guy didn't really give a fuck. He was pretty cool. Both parties involved. The guy with the truck, he was like, you just hit my tires, man. That's cool. And then the other guy was, yeah, you know, the fender's fine.
What?
Nothing happened.
Wow.
Yeah. It happens all the time. We've had people flip cars in our company, and then, I mean, they get fired.
Yeah.
But not much else happens.
I mean, yeah, there's no legal repercussions or nothing.
No, because it's like, on the company.
That's
so it's cool. Like you as the worker.
You have to flip a car on your last day of work there. That's how, you got to flip the car, flee the scene, and just leave a note that says that I quit.
You know how fucking ridiculous it would be? Because I only have to drive like 200 feet to a parking lot.
This fucker came out of nowhere.
I just flip a fucking car, and maybe like it's less than 2 seconds to drive to the other.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
I did hit a car. On my first day, I backed into a pole with a truck.
Ooh.
And it hit the hitch. It was like a Toyota Tacoma, and it didn't have like a backup camera.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that it didn't have that it had a hitch on it. So I was just like backing up to this pole spot, and like you kind of like know when you're close to the pole.
Yeah.
And then it just went and put a huge dent into this fucking pole.
Why is it too? Whenever if you back into something, it is so clearly a jarring feeling that you don't feel any other time in a car, and you're always like, did I hit someone?
Bro, it scared the fuck out of me because it was my first day, and it was like I was working with Jordan.
Yeah.
Because he got me the job.
Mm-hmm.
And like I didn't tell anyone anything. And then like 2 weeks into the job, I was like, hey, man, you ever crashed a car or anything? He's like, oh, we do it all the time. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I had to hear a couple stories before I was like, yeah, I mean, I like scratched like
a little bit.
Yeah. And then they were like, no, dude, we've had someone's axle fall off because someone hit a bumper or hit like the curb so hard.
Damn.
And then just be like, dude, your car was fucking rickety. Like, what did you expect?
Just gaslighting the fuck out of people.
Pretty easy to do. Well, because some people come in with like
piece of shit cars.
Yeah, like I don't know if I told you, but there was this one lady. She came in and her car just smelled like death. Like it just smelled like there was.
You said there were. Or sorry, tell the story.
Yeah. There were fucking maggots in the back of her car because she had so many empty like food containers that still had food in them.
That's just like,
and it was like up to like her shoulder height of the car. It was
and
disgusting.
You said it was too because I was like, maybe it's a hoarder's type shit, but you said that she was like was like, sorry about the mess. Like she's aware of it.
Yeah, that's all she said. She said, sorry about the mess, guys. That was all she said. And usually people say that just to be polite, and it's usually super clean.
Yeah.
Rarely do the people that have a dirty car have enough fucking wherewithal to be like, I'm so sorry. It's usually people that are like, there's dirt on the right hand side.
I left a few. There's a soda can in the glove.
The cleanest cars are the people that are like, no, I'm so sorry. It's normally not like this. And then it's the dirty people that walk in with full confidence. You're like, here you go.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah, take this shit bucket. I don't care.
Is that the worst or weirdest thing you've found in a car?
A lot of guns.
Guns? Just
a lot of guns. Because people just leave guns on the fucking floor.
I guess it is Texas.
Yeah, but it's like, why would you leave it like because it's sliding back and forth like when you're driving in between the fucking the gas pedal and then like the back of the seat. I was like, what is these?
You never know when you need when you need the glizzy.
No, one guy, he told me, he was like, just be careful, like I have a firearm. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I was expecting just like a handgun. This dude had a fucking AR that was like that was folded up. I didn't even know they made those. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it was like the stock was here, and the barrel went out to this way. Oh, and then so you just go, poof, and then your gun's out.
See, this is why I don't get in road rage incident out here. You know what I mean?
No, I would never. I like as how many guns I've seen in people's cars and like people that you would not expect. I will never ever get into any problems on the road, dude.
Fuck no.
Yeah, because that guy seemed like a normal guy.
And they're waiting. That's the thing. Like that motherfucker's waiting for you to come to his car. So he goes, "Oh, they initiated. It's self-defense," and then just gonna blow you away. See if they like it or not. You know,
dude. It was. I was like, I can't even believe that. And it. I mean, pretty cool engineering, to be honest, because it fit inside the gap between the fucking seat. It's like where you lose your keys normally, that little thing you can't fit your hand down. There was a full fucking automatic weapon in. Like America, dude,
we rock.
We are we're pretty good when we want.
Here's my stance, dude. Look, there's like, Australia has guns banned. They just had like a mass stabbing where it was like 8 people were stabbed at a mall. I get if he would have had a gun, it would have been a lot more. Just something about a mass stabbing is so fucking lame to like post like, we had a terrible. Just run, dog. Mass stabbing. You 8 people just stood there and got stabbed. Flee the fucking scene, asshole. All you have to be is be 2 feet away from the guy.
8 people.
8 people.
8 people. Yeah, like after 4, who's not getting the message? Who's not hearing the screams?
Unless he's just going singular stabs and like hitting like a Wetzel's pretzel line where it was just like 8 people kind of like, real speed style. I don't know how
but still at 8, you're at the back of the line of the Wetzel's pretzels. And if you're not fucking just a retard on your phone, like you can notice a commotion. Like people get too close to stranger. I always notice. I'm like, why are they close to that guy? That guy's stabbing people. 8 people, unless he was fast. Like, what if he was chasing people down? That's terrible.
Yeah, like it's just Tyreek Hill.
That would suck dick.
No. He's just chasing you down.
Yeah, running from someone that like is trying to stab you and you just know you aren't gonna win. Oh, that's got to be terrifying. That's almost worse than getting shot.
Yeah, imagine like getting in like a hand-to-hand like imagine like a dude is like, and you see those like action movies. The guy like doesn't have a gun and you do, and then he just kind of like throws you and chucks you, and that moment before he comes and kills you, you're just like, oh, this guy, like, I can't do anything. He just wins, and I just have to kind of die. That sucks.
Bro, I saw this guy today that he got out of like a big ass truck, and he was like a real country looking dude. I thought it was Cowboy Cerrone when he first got out.
Yeah.
He looked just like him, but he was like even wirier and like just so strong and scary looking. Yeah, just looked like an Aryan Brotherhood kind of guy.
Yeah, cool guy.
And I was like, dog, there's literally nothing I could do.
Yeah, you just have to kind of take it.
I would get fucking murdered, raped. Like I'd become his wife. Like whatever he wanted me to do. There's nothing I could do against it.
Back in like gladiator times, just the biggest motherfucker was like the top dog, the strongest like we all knew that dude that we played like sports with, or just even in your friend group that was just did nothing but strong as shit for no reason. Imagine if he actually grew up as like a farmhand that was then like raised in the Roman military and then is like the prize fighter.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Nothing.
What are you going to do?
Nothing.
You're fucked.
I know. And I want to be tough, but I like today kind of decided I was like, I just need to be an intellectual, I think. Yeah, if it ever comes to war times, I need to be like the eye in the sky or I don't have a place.
Oh, I'm going to be the master of whispers. I'm going full little finger. I want to be the gossip guy. I'm gonna work for everyone.
Start playing both sides.
Both sides. I'm not losing. That's the plan, okay?
I heard Ukraine's winning the war.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the one who gets them to launch the nukes. That's kind of the plan here.
Yeah. It actually made me feel like such a fucking bitch. Because I've thought about it. Yeah. I was like, man, like there's nothing.
fuck am I gonna?
Kind of scared me because he seemed like a guy that like if you brushed him the wrong way, he might fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oof.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah. Well, now people just make fun of you for your haircut. You know, that's just kind of the bare minimum of your
sucks too. I kind of like this haircut.
No, it looks great on you. It just isn't for this got lost when we didn't record, but you have been getting grilled for looking like the ambiguous brotherhood squire. That is definitely a woman. Yeah. People have been saying you look like it, and that sucks. And then the other night, I'm not gonna be insensitive.
Let's look them up.
They thems.
Yeah.
There's no way in a time with ghouls and goblins and nuclear fallout and giant cockroaches that people give a shit about pronouns.
There's absolutely no way.
There's no way. He's probably like, I'm they, them. And he's like, I'm robbing you. Give me your money.
Yeah. Once a dude that is an actual ghoul, that's over.
A ghoul can be they, them if they want because they're a ghoul, but we're not going, oh, there's ghouls and 85 genders. Genders are out the thing. It's us versus giant cockroaches, asshole.
Yeah. That's how you know it's fake.
Yeah.
Because if there's ghouls, if ghouls are real, then all that shit goes away.
Yeah. What's your pronoun? Fucking scared. That's what my pronoun is. I'm terrified. That's
It would be really cool to become a ghoul, though. What's their lore? Do they live a long time?
Yeah,
too?
so they live basically forever, but if you're not taking, there's like this medicine that you can take.
Yeah.
That if you take it, it kind of keeps your mind from being lost, and you can live forever because you're like basically made superhuman by the radiation. So like the red guy who Walter Goggins plays, he has access to those things. Like there's an episode where his like break and he has to go get them. But then like the other ghouls that you meet in it have just been people that have been like left to become to their thing. And you get it like through radiation poisoning.
So then they start losing their mind.
Their mind, but you also become like Johnny Pemberton's in it, right? Is that the guy? Yeah. His character ends up being the black dude's squire once his knight dies. Like he assumes it, and then he like breaks his ankle in a fight and his foot snapped, and he meets like a weird guy who's like, I'm a doctor, I can heal you. And he heals his broken foot and it snaps back, and then they like go to kill him in an episode. They shoot an arrow through his neck and he's like, why am I not fucking dead right now? And he pulls it out and he's a ghoul now. So he's going to lose his mind to being a ghoul. He'll probably come back as a ghoul character. Best part though, because I know you're not going to watch it, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you endings for anyone listening. Skip it if not. It ends with like one of the. This isn't that big of a spoiler, but one of the characters like gets away from some sort of situation, and he runs away from the New Republic of California. And then as the right before the end credit rolls, he looks up. What does he see in the distance? New Vegas. Boom.
Oh, I saw that actually. Yeah.
Season 2,
that's
New
tight.
Vegas incoming.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, Fallout 4 is so fun.
I just started playing it.
Yeah.
Very great.
I lost hours of that in high school, like of my life in high school.
I totally get how you can. It's so fun to play. Yeah. And the time just flies by because there's so many little side missions.
Yeah, and all the customization and like the fucking you can build your own village.
Yeah.
Dude, I get sucked up into building my own village and having like I like having people.
Yeah, you like owning people. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it's not about ownership.
It's about states' rights.
No, it's we're all in this together.
It's about your village's rights.
I just get lonely in games. So I always need like fake people.
Oh, the dog is great. The dog,
yeah.
Just like is your homie and shit. That's fucking awesome. And then
dog meat.
I don't know.
His name's Dog Meat.
I don't think I found out his name yet, but I like that as a name. Yeah.
I don't know if that's like his name in the game, but I think they
just call him that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the customization is crazy. Erica was spending so long customizing our character. Like she was, you can adjust like his cheekbone volume and like his brow and like his eyebrow, like every little thing.
I used to get lost in the Skyrim one.
Oh yeah. Well, there's all the different races. Yeah, I mean, who are you normally?
I have like a couple alter egos.
Okay.
That I would go through.
Yeah.
You know, like I would, and they all reflect like a part of me that I would start off as like a wood elf, which I think is my true, being.
Yeah.
And a wood elf, and his name was Daliv.
Dalif. All right, I like that. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Do you remember the name?
Dude, I know I have like certain names for all my characters.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
and then I have a orc.
Okay.
And his name's Drago.
Drago,
the
sick.
orc is tight.
Yeah. Game of Thrones really ripped you off with that one.
Yeah,
which sucks.
True. And then I would have a Khajiit, and
Khajiits were sick.
His name was fuck, forget what it was. One was Jacoby, and then there was another one.
Jacoby the Khajiit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always an Argonian. The lizards.
You're a weirdo.
You're
a weirdo. Argonians are weird, bro.
They were awesome, bro. You can like sneak more, which is sick. Sneak attacks are sick. More? The sneak, because you just do so much fucking damage when you just sneak up on someone with a bow and arrow or a broadsword.
That is fun. The bow and arrow sniping is hilarious. And the ragdolling that they do in the game is sick.
Yeah, when you hit them with one, the way they fly.
Yeah.
That's what's sick in Fallout, too, when you get the little lock-on vision and you hit someone with a critical strike on the head and it just fucking... Yeah. They do that in the show, which is dope. They do a good job of making it look like that. Like, there's a few times where he hits people where... Because, like, Erica goes... Oh my God! Their limbs explode in this show. That's just like the video.
Yeah,
game.
Yeah. That would be it, dude. It's so cool to just fucking shoot a super mutant's arm off.
Yeah,
shoot it leg by leg, make him crawl.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you can be kind of fucked up in the game, which is cool too. I remember when I bought Fallout New Vegas, I was like not old enough to buy it, so it was like I had to go with my dad.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, dude. Like I was so excited to get it. My parents had no problems with like R-rated games whatsoever. They like to some extent. I was told like not to play GTA. They were like, you can't have it. You better not be playing it at your friend's house.
Yeah.
Played it all the time at Matt Bronner's house. Shout out Matt Bronner, dude. We'd play that, or we'd turn the lights off and play that hunting game where you'd go. It was just like a hunting game. So you'd be like, all right, we're gonna go hunt the mountain lion, but like the mountain lion's also hunting you. So we play in like the dark in his room, turn all the lights off, and you turn, and the mountain lion would be there.
There's
like, fuck.
You had a hunting game?
Yeah, like you just played on the Xbox. Called like Hunt Master, some bullshit. Nice. It was great.
Hunt Master.
Yeah. Hunt Master 69. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
But fuck, what was I talking about before that?
Buying Fallout New Vegas.
So I'm like so excited. My cousins are just gassing up how sick the game is. I play it at their house. You're like, cause that's how I always found out about games. I'd like go to someone's house.
Yes.
Play it. Like I remember playing Call of Duty for the first time and being like, I gotta get this shit.
Yeah.
Same with Fallout. I'd already had Call of Duty at that point. A lot of R-rated games that my parents were cool with. And then I go to get Fallout. My dad's going to buy me it. We're checking out. I'm like probably 12, 13-ish. Like I'm a teenager, you know?
Yeah.
And the guy's just like, before I sell you this game, I have to let you know that it is like rated M for mature and that there's several M ratings. My dad was like, okay. Kind of didn't give a fuck. And the guy was like, well, do you want to know what they are? Oh, and he was like, sure. And so then he's like, there's, violence, like strong language, nudity, sexual things. And my dad's like, sexual things? And he's like, oh yeah, if you want, you can go down to like the local brothel and buy women and have sex with them. And I'm like looking at this guy like, you're an opper, bro. What the fuck? Super opper to do that.
Was this the GameStop worker that was like, I'm a lady? I'm a lady and your son doesn't want to. You don't want your son watching pornography on a video game?
Mad hater, dude.
What a motherfucker, dude.
Because I just remember like him saying that. And like, dude, I'm going to be honest. Like, I didn't even really know that you could do that either. Because like, I just thought it was like a cool, like open world wandering game set in Vegas. And so then I'm like, they're like, oh, Dad, I fucking promise I'll never have sex with a prostitute on this game. You have my word, Father. I swear.
Dad, I swear to God, I won't fuck bitches. I promise you.
I'll just hang with the bros, kill some cockroaches. We'll be good.
And when you played it, did you?
I never did. I was too worried, dude, that like the second I purchased a Lady of the Night, my father was gonna walk in and break my disc in half.
Yeah, I remember, dude. I had a similar story with GTA. Cause we would always have my grandma. So my dad's family didn't give a fuck about anything that we did. Yeah. And then so we would like bring all these video games back over to my mom's house. We'd have my grandma from my dad's side buy us video games. Because she has no idea.
Yeah.
And then we would go back to my mom's house, and we fucking got a Need for Speed case. and put Grand Theft Auto in there. So she
No
kept telling her,
way.
because you can just, like anytime she would walk by, we'd just be like, start driving around.
You're just executing a police
Yeah.
officer. You're like, oh, this game's crazy.
She's like, oh my gosh, you have a lot of stars. That's interesting. What does that mean? I was like, I'm just doing really well. I'm just winning this race. And we
That's
did,
clever.
bro. We had her tricked for like 2 full years.
Damn.
And then we just kind of like, I don't even know what happened. It was just like we obviously were not. We were like buying hookers, and like shooting people too.
Yeah,
much.
you're robbing a liquor store, and
Yeah,
it's just like I'm getting supplies for the big race.
She was so pissed, but I was like, I feel like she had to have been a little proud that we were able to hide that from her.
Yeah, she was just like, damn.
I don't think she was, but I think she should be. I think she should she should appreciate
Now,
that.
I understand then as a mom you have to be mad and also you have to be a little nervous because now you're like, fuck, like the inmates are running the asylum.
That's a good point.
They're smart enough. They're now beating me. We
started beating her quick.
You were in a war of attrition, and she was dominating you.
Yeah.
And you just struck the first blow.
Yeah.
And she went, oh fuck.
I know.
Oh no, they're gonna realize that they can win in this war.
How many things have they kept from me now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they kept such a simple thing like a video game from me, why does it smell like weed in their bathroom?
Yeah. So it wasn't just golf clubs
Yeah.
that were making that smell.
Yeah.
They were doing that.
My brother was so fucking stupid. He would smoke because we had a shared bathroom.
Yeah.
And then he would just smoke out like the bathroom window.
Yeah.
And then he would like put it out inside the window seal.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom would like sometimes go in there to like clean or something. And then she would just find it and she's like, are you guys smoking weed? And it was like pretty obvious that I wasn't smoking weed yet.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, no, I don't know. That's what's in there. She's like, what do you mean what's in there? And he'd be like, Mom, I honestly don't even know like how to smoke weed. He'd say stupid shit. And we're like, all right, buddy.
That's also the
He's
funny.
like 16. Like he's definitely smoking weed.
Yeah, I hate, because at least he was smart enough to blow it out the window. I hate, I was watching that new TED series, and, they get into weed, and then they're just, taking bong tokes in their bedroom. And I'm like, dude, have you ever smoked weed inside? It makes the entire place smell like weed.
Yeah.
For at least a couple hours.
Yeah.
Your only hope is that you smoke the bong inside, your parents aren't coming home for 5 or 6 hours. You open every window, you burn every candle, your mom comes home, why are all the candles burnt to the fucking bottom of the wick? And you're like, I don't know, I wanted to smell good for you. Yeah. That's the only way to do it, but I'm just like, you can't just be fucking ripping shit inside or
No, I don't even, because my mom's house was very strict, but my dad's house, I mean, we could literally fucking snort cocaine off the dinner table and there would be no problems.
Yeah. But you got to roll the dollar bill tighter to get all of it up in one Thanks, Paul.
Yeah. My dad he didn't encourage me to go out and party, but he was definitely kind of a dick to me when I didn't.
Yeah.
If I was at home during the weekend, he'd be like, what are you doing? You're like, I'm just playing video games with my friends. And he'd be like, what the fuck do you guys do nowadays?
That's hilarious. He was like, go get some bitches, dog.
Yes, because Skylar was doing that.
Yeah.
And he was like, he wasn't thrilled that he was, doing bad things, but I think he was more happy about it than what I was doing. I would just be in there playing Fallout genuinely for 16 hours straight, and he'd just be like, man.
This guy's gay.
Yeah. He didn't understand that I was just introverted. He was like, he's fully gay.
That's so funny that our parents probably thought that generation just had so many introvert kids. They're just like, I don't know, he's just a fucking bottom pusher.
Yeah.
He's a little fudge packer, sitting inside all day.
how many parents actually accidentally push their kids into being gay because they were so afraid of them being gay?
Yeah. No, straight up.
Straight up. Yeah, because you don't want to be that was a weird moment.
Yeah, we just touched feet off
touched
camera.
Feet, talking about gay stuff.
Yeah, we're straight, dude. We're gonna end this episode by beating the shit out of each other to show how straight we are.
Yeah, that's usually the way to do it. That's what straight guys do is get into weird fights for no reason.
In Ted when he's like, just keep waking up, and I keep seeing that I texted some dude to come beat the shit out of me at 3 a.m. I think you're gay.
That's who's
it's the Joe Swanson that voices.
But what's his fucking boyfriend? It's Ryan. It's
Ryan's Deadpool.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that's.
I kept wanting to say Seacrest or Gosling, which is not it. But yeah. And then he just shows up. He's like, "It's my boyfriend." He goes, "Turns out I was gay. Who would have thought?"
Yeah. What would you do if you found out like your dad was gay this whole time?
I don't know. I think like, I like to think that it would make me kind of sad.
You just like to think?
Well, I'd like to go like, oh, I'm a good person. I'd be like, damn, like that sucks that he for 55 years has just been not living his truth or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But I also would just I would also just have so many questions. It also, I don't know.
Your dad doesn't give me really any gayness.
No. The only thing that would make that I would go like, oh, is maybe like the lack of love in my parents' relationships, like physical love. I'd be like, oh, that makes sense. But like all the other stuff wouldn't make sense. But it would be crazy if he was just like, I always said I was like going surfing in the morning. I was just blowing dudes in the Newport bathroom.
That would be fucking world shattering,
I'd
right?
be
that's one of those things where it's like, oh, I do understand like trauma from family.
Yeah, then I can't even be mad at him about his drinking anymore. I'm like, he was just sad that he couldn't be him. Yeah,
battling.
I have to feel bad for him now. I'm the bad guy.
Shit, dude, your dad might be gay. Oh my god.
I gotta call my dad after this episode to ask him if he's gay.
I've kind of thought about. I've floated that idea about my dad being gay, but like, I think he's just like uncomfortable with being like.
I'm gonna be honest. If I had to put money on it, I think your dad would be gay before mine. And Mario, if you are listening to this, I please forgive me.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not gonna see through this, but he's like so homophobic that it's gay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Like he was mad I smiled at him.
Right.
He was like, "Don't fucking smile at me."
He's just so uncomfortable with like male, like.
Yeah,
like
which means either gay or prison was rough for him, and I don't really want to know either one. Again, it's a very thin line. Like it could be either weird or victim. I don't know which one.
Right. Yeah.
I gotta feel bad for him or just be like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah. I'm like, he's really teetering the line of like.
Well, here's
hatred, love.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know which one it is.
And it makes a big question where your feeling on it is totally different if he's like, well, no, it's just because of prison stuff. You're like, oh, okay, what is it? And then it depends on if he was like, I had some crazy shit happen, or if he goes, I did some crazy shit.
Yeah,
there's such a difference of where you're like,
that's way worse.
Oh, you were the top bitch.
I don't know what I'd probably rather him.
Let's be real. You 100% would prefer if your dad was the top over the bottom. It's like the age of a question. You want your son's gay top or bottom.
It's not even the gay thing. I just don't want my dad to be a bitch.
Yeah, I looked up to this man. This is like a father figure.
I found out like my tough ass dad was actually getting fucking just stuffed.
Yeah, just double stuffed like an Oreo.
It would kind of like ruin my whole image of him.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was all this tough guy shit this whole time?
Yeah,
I'm like the same guy. You're worse than me. I at least don't get. I'm not tough, but I don't get fucked in the ass.
You're so cool about it.
Yeah, at least I don't fucking get prison raped, pussy.
Fight back, damn it.
Fight back, pussy. Fight back.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, would you rather find out that your dad did gay things in prison, or like that your dad your dad's an army guy, but then he's just like, yeah, I killed children. That's those are both
children. And this sounds, and I know this sounds really homophobic between the two of us. And whoever's listening, I understand where you come from. It's not about the gayness. If my dad was just gay from the start, I'd love him.
Yeah.
It's all of the things that he lied about up until this point. Because like if he killed kids, I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Like that's happened.
Yeah.
I would be like, that doesn't change my worldview. You know, if my dad was getting puffed, was getting diddied this whole time, I would be shocked.
Yeah, like did we go to all those sporting events just because you like looking at the hot dudes?
I would have to question everything.
Yeah,
you know, at least if he killed kids, I'd be like, all right, there's more sympathy now.
Yeah,
it's like, he had it rough, and now he had it rougher.
Yeah, I have to start going like, is that guy you surf with every day? Is that right. Your lover?
Yeah. I was like, what was all of my uncles that like actually weren't my uncles as a kid? Were you banging those dudes out?
Imagine like, because it's harder for you because your parents aren't together, but imagine like finding it out and your mom just like, Yeah, we had the first kid, and we just kind of, that's why we adopted. Your dad just wasn't for him, but we already had a kid in the household, and we appreciate each other's personalities. So like, I have boyfriends, your dad has boyfriends. I'd just be like, get me a gun.
Yeah.
Right now.
I don't know. I fuck with that. I like that they held it down.
Yeah.
They were still like, you know what? He's gay. I'm
not, but we're,
not.
Say what you want about us. You can call us gay. You can call us weird, but what you will not call us bad parents.
No, that I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Respect.
Yeah. They should do that. Gay. Like if your dad's like gay after a while, like you already had to get, bro, just stay.
Yeah.
You can't be friends with a woman.
Yeah.
You don't have to fucking.
I don't really want to be friends with any women, but
I've learned to like it now.
Yeah.
I've learned to have female friends.
No, I was just doing a bit, but yeah, I know what you mean. I guess it would be kind of lit. You'd be like, I got some sick ass.
Yeah, I would respect the fuck out of that.
Yeah, there'd be some good ass parent moments.
Yeah, because I'm sure I feel like I rarely hear of stories of like, yeah, me and my mom and dad were together, and then my mom turned out to be gay, so then she left.
Yeah.
I feel like a mom would normally just like hold it down. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because
maybe get divorced.
Well, that's mostly because the husband's just gonna be like, "Can I watch?" And then he's cool with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the plot of the first like 5 episodes of Friends.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like Ross is like married to this girl named Karen. Actually, is her name.
Karen.
And yeah, her name's Karen, and they have a kid named Ben, and then like she has this friend named Susan that she's always hanging out with, and then she's like, oh my gosh, we should have like a threesome, and then they go to have it, and then like there's like a scene where he's like, can I get in there? Oh, okay, I'll just wait. And then she's like, yeah, they wouldn't let me like partake in it at all, and they're like, dude, your wife's gay. And then she's like, yeah, I'm gay.
He has a kid?
Yeah, but the kid, like, it splits times between the gay family and his family. And then, like, that's why then, like, he marries Rachel and they get divorced. And then, like, he has, like, 3. He gets, like, 3 divorces, and he like, starts racking up divorces. Ross,
Is that Matt?
No, David Schwimmer.
Gotcha.
He's also in Band of Brothers, the OJ.
Oh, yeah.
He's in all those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know anything about Friends.
Yeah, it's like, that's like a big plot is that his wife is like, and they kind of shit on him for it. They're like, you fucking daisy pusher. Like, yeah.
You feel very, you and your gay ass wife.
I do like daisy pushing daisies is like when you die, but daisy pusher does sound like an insult to gay people. Like,
is it not? I thought, I mean,
no, I think a date, like when what is it when you're pushing daisies? That means like you're killing people.
I've never heard that. I immediately thought that was a gay thing.
I lost my phone. I'll look up what pushing daisies mean and then we'll wrap.
I mean, that definitely sounds like a gay slur.
Yeah, no, I mean, it kind of makes sense for it. Pushing daisies. And then we're wrapping the pod here. We're going to do some shorter episodes for y'all. Make it more bite-sizable. Hopefully get some more people on. Pushing Daisies is an American comedy drama. Yeah, no shit. I want to know the definition, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, like what it, colloquial, what the
colloquialism? Colloquialism?
That was, I think you got
colloquialism.
It right.
There we go. Yeah. That's a hard word. Pushing up daisies is an idiom/informal humorous way to be dead. So, like, Dale, if you die, they're like, where's Dale at? I'm like, pushing daisies.
Yeah.
Means you're dead, but it does sound like you're plowing a dude's ass.
If my dad's pushing daisies, he's dead to me.
Daisies, that's his boyfriend's name, Daisy?
Daisy.
All right, well, this is a good episode of the pod, dude. This was fun. Yeah. We're fucking back. We'll see you guys next week. We love you very much. Just rate, review, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. If you listen this far, for real, I fuck with you.
Yeah, we fuck with you for real.
For real. All right, goodbye.